Officer David Sherrard's funeral just ended within the last 15 minutes or so. Here's a live look right now. Hundreds continue to pour out of that church for the 21-gun salute. Then the funeral procession will make its way from the Dallas church to his final resting place, where a private family service will be held at a cemetery in Rowlett.
The images we've seen the last few days as family, friends, and fellow law enforcement officers mourn David Sherrard have just been heartbreaking. Joining me now is licensed counselor Leigh Richardson. And Leigh, we wanted to know, how do you talk about these images with children?
Well, you know, it's hard to talk about these images with anybody, but with children, I think that we have to stop and think, what is age appropriate? Someone at 9 years old is finally, that brain is finally developed enough so that they can conceptualize death as an adult might. But a 2-year-old has no idea. They tend to think of death as something more temporary. So we need to think, what is age appropriate? What can they grasp?
And you said 9 years old is the age when children can understand it, comprehend it as adults would.
Well, around 9.
Okay, and what can parents do to help children through a grieving process?
I think it's really important. You make a good point. It is a process. And I think it's important to realize they're going to go through stages. There's 5 stages. And the first is denial. And with denial may come emotional withdrawal. And then they go into anger. And when they get angry, maybe they engage in more risky behavior. And then they go through bargaining, and then they go through another acceptance. And then once they get to that acceptance, they may really actually be depressed and sad.
And what should a parent do stepping in as they see children going through this process?
I think observing and being there. You know, number one thing is listen. Don't talk. And that's what parents we want to do. We want to fix it. We want to make, or either that or we want to tell you how to fix it. But listen. Listen for their feelings and reflect the feelings that you hear so that they know, oh, she really does understand me. And ask open-end questions. Not, so are you feeling sad today? Yes or no.
Right.
Can you tell me how you feel today?
And Leigh, we were discussing this before the newscast. We said these images, this loss doesn't just impact children, it can trigger adults too.
It absolutely triggers adults. We all have emotional baggage. And so when we see something, when I saw the sister talking about losing a brother, I felt that. So we all need to recognize that we need to stop, take a deep breath, feel what we're feeling before we try to explain to other people.
Leigh Richardson, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.